Thomas Frank is still here. He is still the Tottenham manager. And once again, we have more injury concerns. Kulusevski had an injection 10 days ago, and Thomas Frank has now ruled out he will be out for a further 3 to 4 weeks. Rodrigo Bentancur's injury is worse than we initially thought, and Mohamed Kudus is going to be out until after the March international break. So what do we do so far this January transfer window? We sell our top goal scorer from last season, Brennan Johnson, to Crystal Palace for £35 million. We have our manager drinking out of an Arsenal cup, who apparently he didn't see it. Whoever gave you that cup, Thomas Frank, is a disgrace. Because surely, this is a cup, right? I've got a dog. As you can see, there's a picture of the dog. If I'm pouring a cup of tea, and I can see there's an Arsenal badge on it, and I then give it to the manager of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, who then he holds the cup like this, then drinks out of, that alone is a fucking disgrace. Why have we got an Arsenal cup in Bournemouth? Who thought that was a good idea? We then go out there, put in a diabolical performance to a team that haven't won a football match in their last 12 games, haven't won a football match since the end of October, who couldn't even beat West Ham. The football club, from top to bottom right now, we have got to rip the whole thing up and start again. It is so poor right now. 1 win in 7. Injuries, players dropping like flies. Romero has called out the board. Thomas Frank and Johan Lange have had a conversation with Romero. This isn't the first time he's done it. He clearly wants to move. And quite frankly, does anyone blame him? Does anyone blame Cristian Romero for wanting to leave Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, who are right now, oh, but we're only 7 or 8 points off of top 4? Yeah, but we're equally only 6 points away from Nottingham Forest. You could flip it both ways. At the end of the day, we can all see that this project under Thomas Frank is not working. It is soul destroying watching us. If we don't beat West Ham, forget it. Just forget it. The only thing we have to play for left this season is the FA Cup. And let's be honest, does anyone really think we're going to beat Aston Villa? Does anyone, honestly, in their heart of hearts, believe we will beat Aston Villa, who are currently, have had, one loss in 15 games? It is genuinely, rip it up. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video. We're actually very, very close to 8,000 subscribers. We're about 50 away. So if you enjoyed the content, please go down, hit that subscribe button, get over to the main channel as well, and check out all the content. We've got a lot to get into. We're going to talk about Cristian Romero's comments. We're going to look at this news coming out from Thomas Frank. I mean, Kulusevski, right? This is what really gives me the ump. Kulusevski was supposed to be out for 6 weeks, according to the report, right? Kulusevski has been out since he got injured on the 11th of May with a knee injury. As you can see right here, he had a knee injury. He's been out since the 11th of May. He's expected to be back for late January 2026. Thomas Frank said in his press conference after the game last night that he got an injection 10 days ago. We will know in 3 or 4 weeks whether that has settled and then he can get back on the grass. He's not going to be back until after March, which means, as it stands, Maddison, Kulusevski and Kudus are not going to be back until March. How have we not brought anyone in? We need 5 players this window. We need 2 forwards, a midfielder, a fullback, and probably an attacking midfielder as well. It's absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. And then Thomas Frank has said in the last hour that he expects Kudus to be back after March. He will be out until the March international break. So who starts out on the right against Aston Villa? Who starts out on the right against West Ham? Who starts out on the right against Borussia Dortmund? Because it can't be Odebear and it can't be Kolo Muani because neither of them can play out on the right. And what are we doing as a football club? Are we going to bring any players in? Are we going to bring anyone in? Does anyone believe anything that this club is doing right now? Cristian Romero calls out the board. Not only that, Xavi Simons, Richarlison, and a few others have spoken and like this. This was what he put on Instagram. Apologies to all the fans who follow us everywhere, who are always there and will continue to be. We are responsible, and there's no doubt about that. I am the first, but we will keep facing up to it and trying to turn the situation around for ourselves and for the club. At times like this, it should be other people coming out to speak, but as they don't, it's been happening for several years now. As the only show up when things are going well, he's bagging on the money to tell a few lies. We'll stay here, working, sticking together, and giving our all to turn things around, especially at times like this. Keeping quiet and working harder, moving forward all together is part of football. All together, it will be easier. I mean, wow. That is just, yeah. And he's got every right to. He's got every right to call this board out, to call this football club out. Thomas Frank on Romero's Instagram post. Johan and I had a good conversation with him this morning about everything, which we, in course, kept internally. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I don't believe that for 1 minute. And just to give some more injury concerns, Lucas Bergvall is set to be assessed later today. He's probably going to be out for 4 weeks. Rodrigo Bentancur is also due to be assessed later today. But Thomas Frank admitted that the injury looks like a bigger one. So what is our midfield going to be? No Kulusevski, no Madison, no Bentancur, no Bergvall. Sarr's on international duty. Bissouma's on international duty. What is our midfield going to be against Aston Villa? We are going to be lining up with Paulinho and Archie Gray. Now, I'm sorry, but that is absolutely unacceptable. And what transfer news have we got this month so far? We've been linked to a left back. Do we need a left back? No. That should not be the priority. Jet Spence can play there. Ben Davies can play there. Van der Ven can play there. Porro could play there. Udogie can play there. Tottenham have now signalled a new offer worth 15 million euros for Sousa and are optimistic that the deal will be completed soon. Due to the progress in negotiations, the player himself asked the coaching staff not to be selected this weekend's match. He's 19 years of age. We need Premier League proven players. Our fixtures are horrendous. We have got Man City, Dortmund, Man United, Aston Villa, all in our next 6 or 7 games. I think we may even go the entire way through January without a win. I don't see us beating Aston Villa in the FA Cup. We certainly are not going to beat Dortmund. Are we even going to beat Burnley? And is all this Thomas Frank's fault? No. But at the same time, his management, his tactical substitutions, his in-game management, the way we're set up is too defensive and we play for draws. We have won one of our last 7 games, which was against Crystal Palace. We gave Liverpool the most easiest win they will get. We gave Bournemouth an easy win. We couldn't beat Sunderland or Brentford, right? We look at the form. Look at this. Since the 8th of November, draw, loss, 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 draw, win, win, loss, loss, win, draw, draw, loss. Up against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, with Man United away in the league coming up, who they're going to have a new manager. They're probably going to have a new manager bounce. Against Manchester City in the league. We'll probably do Arsenal a favour and go and beat them. If we don't beat Dortmund or Frankfurt, at least win one of those games, we won't be in the next round of the Champions League. The whole thing from top to bottom needs to be ripped up and start again. It is piss poor. Piss poor. I'm sorry, but players dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. They really, really are. Our injury concerns against the Aston Villa game, we are going to have, right, in terms of injured players, no Madison, Kulusevski, Solanke, Kudus, Bentancur, and of course, we're going to have no Bergvall. This is the predicted lineup from FootMob. I can tell you for free right now, the Bentancur and Bergvall won't be in. It will probably be Xavi Simons in the 10, and it will probably be Archie Gray next to Bentancur. Up against a full-strength Aston Villa team, maybe without Martinez because he got injured last night. It is disgraceful. It is absolutely disgraceful at the state of the affairs of this football club. It really, really is. Really, really is. And what are the board doing? Are we going out there and signing players? We're looking at signing a left back. A left back. Like, I just don't know anymore. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. I'm out.